you cannot make that dream a reality if you don't have at least between 1 million and 2 million Ghana cedis.
Hey, hello everyone. I mean, it's been a minute, right? It's been a minute here on the Darkroom podcast. And here on the Darkroom podcast, we say we are all guilty. I mean, aren't you guilty? Yes, I am guilty, and we are all guilty of one thing or another. That is why we are seated here to have the most realist of conversations, talking about everything in and around you, the most relevant of things that are happening around you, bringing your knowledge to them, educating you more, informing you, and of course, entertaining you. Now, today, with me is one of Ghana's finest, right? A gentleman that I hold very dear and on high esteem. And he is a political person. He is also, I like to call him a money man, because I mean, there is nobody I have met that understand how currencies work more than him. Talking about the dollar, the pound, the naira, the euros, the cedis, you name it, and he knows how it works. He is the one person that took his time to explain to me how gold manifests into cash. And he told me, these are his words, he told me that, you see the 5 cities, the 10 cities, the 50 cities, and the 20 cities you're holding, that is paper. That is paper with a number on it. So I'm really super excited because, you know, as your hostess, the hottest, I'm always searching for people that have the knowledge to share with myself and my viewers, because I hold you guys on high esteem, but you guys don't like subscribing to YouTube channels. Hey, I beg you people, you should subscribe. Why? Subscribe for me. Her-Ladyship, subscribe for me. Now, without much ado, my guest for today is no other person. My guest for today is no other person but, drum rolls, should I allow him to introduce himself?
Brasulu.
So, you know, our guest for today is Solomon, right? I just want to cut it short. I'll give him the opportunity to introduce himself properly to us. And with all the things I have said about him, and looking at his name Solomon, and we knowing what Solomon did in the Bible, then you understand that, of course, we are speaking to a wisdom man.
Eesh.
And whatever he's going to say is going to be wise sayings.
Fresh.
Open your ears and learn something today. So, Solomon,
Auntie,
welcome.
Thank you.
This is the Darkroom podcast.
Thank you. We've been trying to get this done for a very long time.
I am so glad that we finally had the opportunity to sit one-on-one and have this conversation.
Yeah.
But before we proceed, personally, I know you as Solomon. I know you as a dancer. I also know that you, not just a dancer, but you are very passionate about dance in general.
Yeah, dance, arts,
and all that.
Yeah.
Yes. So you let my viewers, maybe like in some few seconds, actually dig into who Solomon is, and let us understand you.
How many minutes do we have?
No, I'm giving you 1 minute for this. I'm giving you just 1 minute for this.
Okay, so the name is Solomon Abaka Kwanzaa. I'm a business person.
Yeah,
I like to consider myself as a business person.
That's person. I know. Now somebody that understand how money works there.
Of course, like you said, I'm interested in dance. I'm interested in arts. I'm interested in fitness. I'm interested generally in overall wellness.
Okay.
You know, I believe that the human being was created and put here on earth to thrive.
Okay.
We are here to thrive, not to survive.
Okay.
You know,
we are here
not
to thrive,
not to survive. You know, we're supposed to live life to its fullest. You know, and so I am interested in anything and everything that helps humanity, you know, achieve or become its best.
Okay.
So yeah, like you also said, I'm also a political person. I'm interested in leadership. I'm interested in things that have to do with governance, things that have to do with improving the lives of the ordinary human beings. So so since you said I have just 1 minute,
yeah, done. All in all, I see he's interested in a lot of things, if not everything, which is good because I mean, looking at us right now, where we are as a people, where we are as a country. I mean, let me narrow it down first of all to Ghana. It's very exciting to find youth that are interested in these things, political stuff, that are interested in economical growth, that you are interested in the social growth. So you have like the social aspect of it, that's where the art and everything come in. You are also interested in the economy and all that. It's interesting. But talking about economy, Sulu.
Yes, Auntie.
Yes, Auntie Sese. Yes, Auntie Sese. Talking about economy, how is the economy? The Ghanaian economy as of now, how is the economy?
Well, I think that everybody knows that as a country we are experiencing very challenging times.
Very difficult.
Yes.
Times.
And the truth is that it's not just Ghana. I mean.
Oh, really?
You look at a lot of the African countries, even a lot of the Western nations. Everybody is grappling with one form of economic issue or the other. So Ghana is really not an exception. We are having our bit of the challenges economically. But what I like to always say is that let's keep hope alive. I mean, it's difficult. I understand. I know, and I don't want to start sounding political. But
please, this is Darkroom podcast, and I am dressed in this way for like a particular reason. It's Mr. Don't
the truth is that anybody that says that we are not in difficult times will be lying. I mean, it's the truth. I don't think you have the time for us to start discussing, what led to what and what led to what.
We'll make the time. We'll make the time. But like, honestly, like very brief, what do you think is causing it? Because if it's like a worldwide problem, what do you think it's causing? Is it a COVID-19 still? Or what is it?
So, to understand the economic challenges we have currently, we have to maybe take you back maybe 6-7 years. Even before then, I have to start by saying that a lot of people don't understand the kind of economy that we run as a country.
Okay.
The Ghanaian economy is largely imports driven. We don't produce a lot of the things we need here in the country.
But why is that so? Don't we have the means, the money? Don't we have the raw materials to export? Because they say that we are one of the largest producers of gold, cocoa, name it, we have it, and yet we are poor. Are they?
Okay. So again, how many minutes do we have?
How many what?
How many minutes do we have?
Don't worry about the minutes.
Because I mean, there's the issue is so complex that for our viewers to understand, you would have to take it or look at it from a holistic point of view.
I want you to explain it very briefly or summarize it, but in a layman's words.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so that we can understand.
So, we have to understand that as a country, we are import driven. Okay. We don't produce a lot of the things we need here because we don't have the competitive advantage.
Okay.
For example, there's no way Ghana is going to be among the top 5 countries that produce cars, no matter how hard we try.
Kantanka is doing well.
Yes, but like realistically, no matter how hard we try, there's no way we are going to be part of the top 5 producing car manufacturing countries. There's really no way we can do that, right?
Because we don't have the stuff to produce the
not
cars.
that we don't have the stuff to produce the car. It's like if you want to start a business, say in the telecommunication sector right now, there's no way you're going to start a business and beat MTN, because MTN has the largest market share. Everybody knows MTN. They've been around. They've done it for a very long time. They have built brand loyalty. I mean, there's really no way you are going to compete and
shout
win
out
in
to
that.
everywhere you go.
Yeah,
everywhere
you're not going to beat them in that space.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Okay.
So it's the same with almost a lot of the things that we need in this country. Technology. I mean, you name it. We don't have competitive advantage in those areas. Okay, because we did not prepare ourselves to be leaders in those industries. Okay. And now, it's too late.
Take over. Okay.
All right.
That being said, let me just quickly chip a question in. Do you think that we are not prepared, like you're saying, in those areas because our mindset, our culture, our tradition, and our mindset as Ghanaians or as a people is contributing to that factor?
Yes. So for you to even understand that, you have to even look at the roots of our country. Ghana was under colonization for a very long time. Do you understand? And so
but we were the first people to break free.
Yes, but
and countries that broke free later, yes, they are doing well.
Yes,
than we are.
But you have to notice that in our history, we have not had uninterrupted development. This country's history has been checkered with a lot of coup d'etats, governments being taken out, that kind of thing. So we've not, it's just this fourth republic that has really lasted for all this while. Otherwise, we've had the first republic, we had the second republic, we had the third republic. We are now in the fourth republic. So we've not had the opportunity of a stable government, consistent development. Look at
more than South Africa.
So look at what Dr. Kwame Nkrumah was trying to do. Imagine if he had not been overthrown. Imagine if that pace of development had been continued from that time till now. We would have obviously developed more than we are at the moment. So you can't look at, like that's what I'm saying, you can't look at our challenges as a country in isolation. There are so many things that have contributed to where we are. At the bane of that is leadership. I agree. Okay. But we can't discuss the economic challenges we are having now without connecting it to the history of this country, where we have come from, the problems we've had vis-a-vis what it pertains within the global space. So it's a rather complicated and not a simplistic.
It is complicated because
but this is it. This is it. We have not had a very resilient economy for a very long time. You look at this. Okay. It looks like, if you look at the history, the last 8 years, 16 years, it looks like we make progress, then something happens,
and then we
we retrogress, then we make progress. The economy grows. From 2017, we grow a bit. COVID happens, and then somehow we retrogress as a country. Look at what happened to President Kufuor. I mean, we're doing well right up until the 2007 election. Global economic crunch happens, we retrogress. So I'm saying that what I'm saying is that and I'm not doing politics, I'm not trying to we need
to understand.
What I'm saying is that as a country, one of the reasons why we are where we are is that our economy is not we are not on solid grounds.
Our leaders are selfish. So
yes, you can
Our leaders don't want to spend and leave. They want to spend and spend all of it. Now, so we understand that everybody eats at their workplace. Now, instead of you to take kakrano, person finding sane. And yo.
We can spend like 3-4 hours
talking about leadership.
No, not talking
bad
about
governance.
No, talking about politics and why things are. You talk about leaders, and a lot of people don't understand what it takes to be a political leader in this country. People don't know. They just, do you know that as we stand now, if for some reason you decide that, oh, you want to get into leadership, and so you want to maybe represent the people in your constituency or something, maybe in 10 years, do you know that you cannot make that dream a reality if you don't have at least between 1 million and 2 million Ghana cedis, that if your dream doesn't happen, your life will not come to a standstill. I don't know if you know that.
And it says Chadafa.
No, I don't.
No, because at least
it costs a lot.
Yeah, it costs 100 million Ghana cedis because the Versace dress and then the Gucci bag and then a Fenty Pabwan.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll come to that. But it costs a lot to run for political office in this country. I tell you, not less than between 1 million and, depending on the constituency you are in, between 1 million and actually between 1 million and 3 million Ghana cedis to run and successfully get elected as a member of parliament, for example.
So that is why at the end of the day, when they are selected, they just want to get their money back because you have invested it. It's an investment, and in every investment, you need returns with profit.
So it's not that simplistic.
So stop. I don't know why you are trying to defend it so much. Meanwhile, the thing is red. It is red. We are looking at it.
Do you know
red.
that there are a lot of politicians that have gotten into politics and have become worse off?
Yeah. That I think, yeah.
And I mean, their lives have taken a rather, different turn.
Should it not be the ones that didn't get the opportunity to be in office?
So,
because I feel like all the ones that have gotten the opportunity to be in office, except they are just doing it for the show or for cameras, you see that they are better off. Talking of the cars, dressing, appearance,
Yeah. So what I'm saying is that a lot of times, it's not that politicians necessarily want to do the wrong things, but it's because we, the people, put so much expectation and demand on them such that.
So you are here for the youth.
No, but I'm here for the youth.
Yeah, here for the youth.
No, I have to be very, very real with this because there are a lot of young people who probably are watching and thinking that, I also want to get into politics. It's important we let them know what the reality is.
I agree.
You understand?
I agree.
So if you're a young person and you're thinking of, like me, I'm thinking of, at some point in time you may want to, get into this, and you need to be resourceful.
Okay.
You understand? You need to have what it takes to be able to survive in the game of politics.
Okay.
It shouldn't be so, but that is what we have created as a society.
I mean, I think I understand it from a point where it's like you cannot give what you don't have, right? Is it more like that? So maybe before you can give the people something, you need to at least have it to be able to give.
Well, yes.
Talking about maybe the amount range you were talking about, you need to have something before you can give something.
Yes. So it's not even all the time about giving to the. There's a component of the cost that goes to the people, but there's a component of the cost that has to do with logistics, the team,
rallies.
The things that go into winning political power. It's very, very, very expensive. Ask yourself, how much do members of parliament receive as salaries? How much do ministers get paid as salaries? I
heard they were getting paid like 30,000 plus
whatever the amount is.
Oh, I'm reducing it, 50,000
whatever the amount is. The truth is that it's not enough to keep them or it's not enough to help them run the political office. They need to find the resources from other sources and other places. So I'm not necessarily saying that they end up having to be corrupt because of that, but I'm saying that you'll find that most politicians are either businessmen or have some side things they are doing to bring in money, because you need that to be able to support you. You need that to be able to ensure that you survive in the game. Otherwise, the same people that voted for you will tell you that you vote man you understand. So sometimes it's politicians. I understand. I get it. Politicians are easy targets because they are the people that we vote for.
So, Ghanaian politics,
dare
I say, thrives on poverty. What do you think about this? Ghanaian politics.
When you say thrive, how do you
thrive on poverty? So
I-
Ghanaian politics thrive on the citizens or the people being poor, because you cannot be rich and then the politics would thrive. Because let me explain so that you can know where to pick it up from.
Yeah.
Imagine having a system where averagely most of your citizens are poor. Like, they find it very difficult to get themselves through 3 square meal a day, right? Let's not even get into the villages. But right now, I'm saying that because of what is happening as of 2024. You see that I feel like a lot of youth gradually, we are amassing the interest to get into politics, or like about politics.
Yeah.
Now we are saying that no, government we are voting manubium because or the like the person has done it to us, or they are way
Yeah.
until we are saying we won't vote for this person. So my point is, do you agree with what I am saying? Because comparatively, unlike the Western world, right, where it feels like the people are more abreast, the people are, let me just use financially as compared to us. You see, when you have something, you have a little money, then you can have a voice.
So maybe I would not say necessarily politics thriving on poverty.
Okay.
In a certain sense, you can make that argument, but what from where I sit, I think that the major issue is ignorance.
Okay.
You know, you can be poor, but if you're knowledgeable, you will not fall to certain schemes.
If I am knowledgeable and I'm poor and I'm hungry and you bring me money and I know that it will still affect me, but I'll still take the money.
Yes, fine, take the money. But for example, if I am in NPP, right, and I say take money and go and vote for NPP, I don't know what happens when you get into the voting booth to vote.
Yeah.
I don't even know whether you are an NDC person or you're an NPP person or you're a CCP person. I don't know. So I am even taking a guess.
Louder.
And giving you money with the instructions say Konakotwaba. What you are going to do in the booth will be based on the knowledge and the information that you have.
Okay.
So if you don't have the right knowledge and if you don't have the right information, then I can get you to do what I want you to do.
I agree.
So I think that if the citizenry or the population becomes a little bit more educated, knowledgeable, perhaps we could, find a solution to some of the challenges
we are
facing, some of the issues within in the political space that leaves a lot to be desired.
How do we make things about our economy, our economical growth, political growth?
Yeah.
Generally, how do we make these things more enticing for youth to want to participate in it? Because it feels like most of us as youth and youngsters, we are really just interested in social media.
Yes.
I mean, they're very light topics, not the ones that really carry weight and will change our lives around. So how do we make it?
So first of all, we need to understand that politics is a serious business. It has to do with the governance of a nation. It has to do with the lives of people. 32 million Ghanaians. You are going to be in charge of an aspect of this country. You are going to be responsible for doing something that directly impacts the people.
Yeah.
So you need to be somebody that is of substance.
Okay.
You can't just say that, okay, because we want a lot of young people to get into politics, so young people come into politics. No, it doesn't work like that.
Okay.
It's I'm for life now. Not ultimately.
Yes.
So if young people are going to get into politics, my advice would be that first build quality in something, become an expert in something.
Okay.
Learn to become something. Be the best at something. Or be among the best at something. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So that it becomes easy for us to feel that, it's not just because they are young, but it's also because they are competent. You
but in the substance you are talking about, doesn't all this trace back to maybe a kind of education? Because from the beginning, if I am not even educated, trained, or like nurtured or given some sort of environment and stuff that is going to make me interested in stuff like this, I would just never have that substance to be interested in it. It's just a few people that maybe naturally or maybe per the kind of homes they come from, then they will be interested in it. Obviously, I'll also be interested in the hey of society. So but we need a voice.
I agree with what you're saying.
Yeah.
But there are lots of politicians who are succeeding now that went, if I, for the lack of a better word, also, or did not have special education anywhere. They went through the kind of educational system that we have now. I agree that we need to bring our education to the point where it becomes a little bit more relevant than it is.
Yes.
You know, so that it's not just about chew, poor, pass, forget. I mean, but I'm saying that it takes two to tango. In as much as, or as we encourage our governments and our leaders to, you know, do what is best for the citizenry, I'm also saying to the youth that you need to take your destiny into your own hands. If politics is what you want to do, if politics is what you're interested in, you need to make sure that you are paying the price, you are putting in the work. I don't know if you understand, if you get what I'm saying. You are putting in the work to make sure that you would qualify to have a space within the political system, because it's highly competitive. I must sometimes it's highly competitive. How many ministers does a president appoint? How many deputy ministers? How many members of parliament? How many DCEs? How many CEOs? It's highly competitive. The president probably just appoints about 5,000 people. You understand?
Yeah.
You can't just get in by getting in. You need to show that you are somebody that is of substance. Otherwise, then the challenges that we are talking about now, the issues that we are complaining about now, the things that we are bashing our leaders for, would repeat itself.
When you come, you will do the same thing.
You will do the same thing.
But don't you think that, I mean, our leaders, the old leaders, I mean, sometimes they say age comes with more maturity and wisdom and all that. Don't you think that it is time we blend the whole system with young people? Because as far as I have been born till now, I haven't seen any bold person, very young person like Chada come to want to be president. This feels like a new era. It feels like, okay, you are giving some sort of hope to the youth that we can do it some.
So let's not forget that Chada is possibly like a millionaire.
Okay.
Right. So how many youths do we have in this country who are millionaires?
Why, Solo, why are we not millionaires? Tell us why. Tell us why are some millionaires and some of us, why?
I think the greatest advantage that young people who are millionaires have over others who are not is knowledge.
Okay.
Guidance, mentoring. A lot of young people don't understand money.
Okay.
A lot of young people don't understand. We live for the now. We don't live for the future.
What is money? What is money? What at all is